Hey guys, it's Andy here and welcome back to my channel. Tonight is a recipe for all you sweet tooth lovers out there. So it's past midnight in Budapest right now, but I was just craving for something sweet. I didn't want exactly indulge in chocolate because I didn't want to feel guilty later. I remembered I had a few overripe bananas, so I decided to make banana bread. I mean, there are a few chocolate chips in there, but I think that's okay. So I want to take you guys along with me and share with you my snippets of joy. So let's get started. So here we have all the ingredients. This is a cup of flour, a tablespoon of cinnamon. You can add less if you do not like your banana bread to have an intense flavor of cinnamon. This is a teaspoon of baking powder, a third of a cup of sugar, which you can substitute for honey of the same quantity, a third of a cup of Greek yogurt. You can also use regular yogurt. I prefer this because it's a bit more creamier. A third of a cup of chocolate chips, and some extra because we definitely are going to need it. A teaspoon of vanilla and 2 eggs, chopped walnuts, which you can substitute for roasted almonds or pecan nuts. We gotta chop those up. Half a cup of olive oil. This is regular sunflower oil. You can also use olive oil. Some flour to coat my baking tin, and 3 overripe bananas. Yep, they got to be blackish or with spots because this influences the flavor and the texture of your banana bread. So guys, I already added some oil in my baking tin, which I'm just trying to spread around. And after that, I'm gonna add my flour inside because it just helps in the bread coming out easier after it being in the oven. So that done, we're just gonna now add in a bit of the flour and then just spread it around. This definitely is a step you don't want to miss. There is an option, of course, if you don't want to do this, you can also add parchment paper. But right now I don't have parchment paper on hand, so yeah. This is gonna do. So let's get to our mixing. We're gonna use 2 eggs. We're gonna add in our oil and our Greek yogurt, our teaspoon of vanilla. Let me just eyeball it. Yeah. And the only dry ingredient that gets into this is the sugar, because if you used honey, it would be in this step. Then we just gotta mix everything together. I'll just get my spatula out and start mixing with the fork. So let's just mix this and I'll get back to you once we have this all incorporated. Okay, so now that we're done mixing, I'm gonna put this aside. A separate bowl. Actually, you can peel the bananas and put them directly into the wet mixture if you prefer. I just prefer to do them separately because I want to be sure that my bananas are well mashed and they have this creamy texture that I'm looking for. Okay, so here our bananas are mashed and it's the perfect consistency. And before we get to the next step, let's preheat our oven to 160. So that will be ready once we're done with the ingredients. And let's get to mixing our dry ingredients. Now I have my wet ingredients and I'm just going to transfer that into there. Just dump it all. And then I'm going to use maybe a wooden spoon just to get it all incorporated. Okay, now let's add our mashed bananas into the mixture. Oops. Get it all out there. Here. And let's dump in our chocolate chips. And mix, mix, mix. Let's just fill up our baking tin. Well, I think there are a lot of chocolate chips in there, but yeah, for me chocolate chips are never enough, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a bit more on the top. Guys, so this beautiful masterpiece was in the oven for 55 minutes and I'm ready to dig in. So let's do it. Ooh, it looks amazing. Guys, this was definitely worth the wait. It's super moist, soft. You can feel the banana. It's not overpowering. The chocolate is perfect. The walnuts give that extra crunch. You gotta try this out. I'm sure you're not gonna regret it. And do let me know in the comments what you think, and hoping to see you in my next video. Cheers!